Oh, what up, D crew? Welcome back to my channel. It's Danny on Demand. Today I'm coming to you with a video of 5 easy tips on how to start your mood board, how to get it done, things you should focus on. These are things I learned while doing my vision board. I ended up doing my vision board at a women's empowerment group type of situation. I meant to do it like really more at home, but it was a great time that we had. I went there with my friends. We had like little snacks and things like that, and we were able to do our boards all together. So it was a nice atmosphere that it was done in, which I was very happy that I was able to do that. So I learned 5 things, quick, easy, that you should think about before doing your board. So stay tuned to watch, and I hope you enjoy. So first tip I have for creating your mood board is changing your mindset. Your mindset is the most important thing when you're setting your goals. You don't want to go into any goal setting, vision board, anything in your life without, if you know that there's change that needs to happen, you have to change your mindset. Because at the end of the day, that's what's stopping you from going forward with anything that you want to do that you keep falling back on. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that as soon as you change your mindset, it's going to be perfect and you're going to go for it. No, because that's what we have relapses for. But you have to set in your mind that you're not going to relapse. And if you do, this is how you're going to come back from that. And if you see yourself relapsing a lot, you may need to change your goal up. Because you want to keep it. To me, that's just, you keep beating yourself up, and it's just not working. And that goal maybe is just either too broad for you or it's just not for you, and you have to realize that. So 1, change your mindset. And I'll give an example. One of my goals last year, even before I even thought about doing a vision board, was I wanted to start working out and make it a part of my routine, make it a part of my lifestyle. I was that person that would work out, go to the gym, be hardcore, semi-hardcore, and then I would stop. Go to the gym, stop. Go to the gym, stop. And I was like, I can't keep doing this because I know I have potential. I know my body has potential to look a certain way, and I wanted to look that way. And I kept, falling back until I said one day, okay, you know what? This is going to be my year to really make this my goal, and I'm going to stick to it. And I made a goal to myself that I can't miss more than a week of the gym. If I miss more than a week, either I'm sick, I'm on my lady friend, because I don't like going to the gym during that time, or like I just couldn't go for a month because I messed up my foot. So, certain things like that, life happens, and you have to get yourself back. But in my head, once I missed a week, I was like, oh, Danielle, remember, you can't miss more than a week. So I changed my mindset in my head. So from now, I've been going to the gym since last March. So almost a year I've been going to the gym straight. So, I want to keep that going. And no, I'm not really to the goal where I want to be, but your fitness goals are a little different, and it takes your body time to change and to get it to where you may want it to be. But I am happy about where I am. Second tip I have is set realistic goals. Once again, set realistic goals. You don't want to set something that you know is not attainable for that year. Your vision board should be something that is something that you do for the year. Not something, you could do a 5-year vision board, sure, but that'll be your 5-year plan. Like your how people be like, oh, what's your 5-year plan? That could be your 5-year plan. Your vision board is supposed to be for the year, to make sure that these goals are attainable in that year. And if they're not, they're leading on to your next vision board. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to put something on there I know I can't get to in the year time. I'll give you an example. In 2 years, hopefully, cross my fingers, I want to buy something. Whether it's a condo, whatever, I want to be able to be in that position to buy something. Now, I'm not going to put on my vision board this year, buy real estate. No. That's a non-realistic goal. For me, it is. Like I said, unless somebody comes along and I get a nice little bag, then I could do it. But I know that's just not realistic for me. But I know it's in my mind, it's in my peripheral, and I'll show you what's on my board that will help me get to that goal in the 2 years. So if you see what I'm saying, like you have to have realistic goals, and then you have to work towards those to make those goals larger, to tack onto each of those, or to tack onto those realistic goals that you've already made for yourself. Third tip I will give is have a vision for your vision board. And I know it sounds small, like, what do you mean have a vision for your vision board? When I first started doing my board, I was literally like, okay, I cut out the magazines, I cut out this, I had this, and I was like, but what is my theme? How is this going to make sense to me? You want to be able to look at your board and know what is on it. You don't want to just put a whole bunch of pictures and the pictures don't represent anything, or a whole bunch of words and they don't mean nothing to you. It just looks nice, but it doesn't mean anything. So I had to narrow down my theme, the theme of my board. And my board, the theme literally was mind, body, soul. I was like, okay, because I want to work on my mind, I want to work on my body, and I want to work on my soul. Me inside, making myself a better person. So I had to, that's where I started, and then it grew into other things. So having a theme before you actually, sit and do your board, or when you sit and you're doing it and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on. These are the 4 things. Because once again, you don't want it to be too broad and too unrealistic to where you're not going to actually make these goals happen. So that's the 4th one. Or the 3rd one, my bad. And then the 4th one is support system. And I know sometimes people say, oh, don't tell people your goals because, people mean you bad and they're going to wish you bad and they're going to wish you don't do it. At the end of the day, there's always haters. There's always somebody that is going to hate on what you're doing and how you're doing it. That is never going to stop. Whether they're praying for me they're praying for my downfall, or they're praying for me to lift me up. Whatever God has set out for you is what God has set out for you. It's not going to change from somebody praying bad on you. You feel what I'm saying? So when I say have a support system, you want to make sure you tell your closest friends, your closest family, what your goals are so they can help hold you accountable. It's as little as somebody saying, hey, didn't you have saving money on your board? Where does this spending money come into play? And yeah, you may not want to listen to the person who's like checking you, but at the end of the day, it's going to stick in your head like, oh, this person just told me that. Like, it's right, but like your subconscious, and you're like, oh, forget them. I'm going to do what I want. But that person already checked you, right? So that was your checks and balances for yourself to be like, okay, well, maybe, and this is what I mean by changing your mindset. If you change your mindset, you wouldn't think, oh, I'm just going to do what I want to do. You're going to look at that person and be like, thank you for having my back. I appreciate it. I'm going to put the dress back, or I'm going to put this thing back. You have to change your mindset. That it goes with the first thing I told you guys to really focus on when you're doing your vision board and setting your goals. So having that support system around you is very important so they can help you get there. And it's called networking too. Because if they know what your goals are, they may meet somebody or hear something that will be able to help you get to your goals. You don't want to keep it all to yourself and bottle up inside, because nobody's going to be able to help you. And there's nobody in this world who does not need help. We all need help in some kind of way. We are a one-man, one-woman band. I get it. We came in this world by ourselves. We're going to leave by ourselves. I understand. But at the end of the day, you need support. You need a system. And if you don't have that, good luck. Because literally, and your system doesn't have to be 50 people strong. Your support system could be 2 people. It could be one person that is your support system. So I'm not saying it has to be a large group. It could be that 1-2 people that you go to for advice that help you out to get to where you need to go. That's all it has to be. That's the key. It's not, It's not the quality, it's the quantity of what it is. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get what I'm saying, guys. The last one is supplies. It's the most basic thing, but you can't put forward doing your vision board without having supplies. when I was really serious about it and I started thinking about it, I started collecting magazines, catalogs, so I could cut different phrases, words, pictures out of them, and I started putting them in a bag and putting them to the side. So I was like, okay, when New Year's start, I'm going to be able to do my board. And I ended up doing some research. I went to Michael's. I got me my board from Michael's. I went to Target. I got some glue sticks. I got some bubble letters that will help me write what I want to write on my board. I am not an artist. I can't draw at all. I feel bad for my kids because don't ask your mother to draw for you because I'm gonna give you stick figures. So I needed things that will help me facilitate what I really want to put on my board. And then I also, like I said, I ended up going to Amazon, and I found a clip art book that had, it was literally just for vision boards. And I typed in vision board in my search bar on Amazon, and I ended up finding a booklet. It had everything that you could literally cut out the words, cut out the pictures. It had everything in there, and it was meant for you to cut stuff out in. I will put it down in the description bar below, so if you want to go to Amazon, you could purchase it from there. I believe it was like maybe $12, maybe cheaper than that. But I will look up the price, and I'll put it in my description box below, like I said, guys, so you can see it. So once I got that, like I said, I ended up going to a women's empowerment type of setup, and we ended up just I ended up doing my board there. I will explain how I did my board, or the rhyme and reason of my board. And if you see, boop, there's my board. It's gonna look a little, there's too much lights in here right now. So I'm going to post it up, and then I'm gonna, like I said, go through my setup, my vision for my board, and some of my goals that I have that I will. Okay. So here's an overview of my board. I just literally put it on my sofa, guys. So I have at the top, it says my 2020 vision. And as you can see, it's a semi-theme going on here. No, there's actually a theme. But this is how it looks. So overall, as you see, I have pictures from magazines, some pictures from the Amazon book I purchased, and things like that. So I'm going to get a little closer. So what I meant by having a theme or having a vision for your vision board, you see how I have M here. M is for money. And I cut this out where it says major key revenue stream. So revenue streams: create more money, learn about money, invest in money, breaking the cycle of broke. So this pretty much just means, you know, I really want to learn more about money. We all have a certain amount of money, but do you actually know how to make it grow? Do you know about how to invest it? You know, how to save it? I can admit that is not a strong suit of mine, so that's something I want to change. So that's why I have that on there, and yeah, that's why that's there. And trying to create major revenue streams, so you know, not just having your one job, having another form of income coming in, because things in the world is not getting cheaper, they actually get more expensive, so we got to figure that out. Next, I have B for body. So making sure that, you know, I keep exercising. I kept that there, eating more vegetables. These are some of the pictures I got from the clip art book. And then I have flexible here. I want to work on becoming more flexible, not just becoming more slender in tone and making sure my body looks nice. I want to be more flexible. I feel like you know, just me working on stretching and doing that a lot more. That's a part of one of my goals that I added to fitness. I added to be flexible and things of that nature. And I want to be able to face anything. Next is C for career, that I have here a new lease on life. Do what you love, work-life balance. I really need to work on that because I feel like that's all I do is work, or I have emails from work. So I really need to work on just really having fun in my life and making the best of certain things and not always thinking about work. Creating your dream job. You know, there's a lot of things that I really want to do that I'm not doing right now. So, you know, being able to narrow that down to be able to wake up and actually, you know, be happy to go to work. Or does that even really exist, guys, being happy to go to work? I'm just saying. Or just, like I said, finding something that you really enjoy doing. So that's my goal. and being able to say I love my job, as you see here. Actually, I just said that. I didn't even realize I put that there. And then next I have vacation. I couldn't find a V for vacation, but I want to be able to see the world. The place I really want to go is Jamaica, so that is my goal this year. Most likely, probably for my birthday, I would like to go to Jamaica. I'm going to make that happen. And then if you come up here, I have Y for YouTube. I couldn't find a Y, so I did the V and I, don't judge me. And I have the lips here for like a beauty. This is for my YouTube channel, and it's a nice quote here. Tune into my YouTube channel, makeup, skincare. I want to empower you guys, empower people to do better in certain things and make yourself a better person, whatever that may mean to you. So the Y is for YouTube. And then I'll talk about that one later. And then I have S for my soul. So making sure I say it loud and I actually communicate what I want and what I need. I think that's a big one for me. And like I said, remember I said finding those keywords that mean the most to you. So say it loud to me is everything. And then only the best. I will not settle for anything less than the best. And then at the bottom here in the little corner, I put love, lovers, and romance. And as you see here, hopefully this is me and somebody in Jamaica. I don't know if it's not, but I do want to make some room and space for romance and love. I love love. I want to be with somebody, or, you know, I don't want to be single. So I didn't ask for this life. So I want to make sure I do not forget that is a goal. It may be down here at the bottom because I believe a lot of this stuff is a lot more important than this right now, but I'm not going to forget about this. That's one thing. So I hope this helped. And once again, I'm going to show a little overview of my board. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want you guys to have a productive, happy 2020. And let me know how you do. Follow me on all my socials, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.